Delusion is one of the biggest factors. Um, a lot of modern women are single. True or false?
Big time facts. Big time facts.
Talk about it. Why you feel that way?
So I was just in a live earlier, right, with my boy Jerome, right? He does this matchmaking thing, right? So I was in a live, I was observing a little bit, right? And there was this woman, I think she's 40 something years old, 42, something like that, right? She's kind of overweight, right? But when you heard what she wanted out of the man, it was absolutely insane. She said that I believe that I am fit for a king. It was absolutely insane the way that she was talking, like she's this young, hot 19-year-old that all the men want. Like she is the one that nobody wants. And the way she talks is as if she's the one that everyone wants. But yet she's 40 something years old. She's single. She's alone. And just like I suspected, she had a dog, right? The famous dog, right? That all these lonely women have, they have that dog that helps keep them company when they're alone, right? But I found it absolutely amusing to hear what she said. And she had these things like, oh, he cannot be married, but he can have children. Like, what? Like, he can't be married, but he can't have, he can't be married before, but, but he's allowed to have multiple children. The reality is that she doesn't want any competition when it comes to dealing with that man. But she has to realize there is competition, especially if she's dealing with a man that other women want and other men want to be like, right? She has to deal with the competition. And she doesn't want to deal with it. She is completely delusional. And that's why she's 40 something years old. She's alone, lonely, and single.
Bruh, listen. When nowadays, bro, when women say what their preference is, it's called standards. When men say what their preferences are, bro, it's called like misogynistic, bro.
Yeah.
Like it is more than okay for a woman to say like, I want a man that's this tall. I want him to make this amount of money. Um, you know, his his Johnson better be this size. He better eat the box good. He better like pipe me down good. But you know what, bro? If a man say like, bro, I want a woman to like I want a woman that wears some real hair. I don't want a woman that's like fat. I don't
The
want to.
biggest one is if you say, I want a young woman. As soon as you say, I want a young woman, oh, everyone is triggered.
Bruh.
Everyone is triggered.
Sam,
But if
Sam,
you want a 19, 20-year-old baddie, they get triggered immediately. They don't like that because immediately they're disqualified from the competition. They're disqualified.
bro. Is Sam request again, and then I'm gonna get Sam request again. I'm gonna get Reese out, and then put you back in, and then I'll bring Ant on after. Request again, Sam. But yeah, bro,
Wait,
that
I got a question about that.
real quick, Reese. But that's what it is, Warner. And I was telling Reese before you got on, it's the whole standards thing, bro. Like it's bro. And again, let me say this to everyone in chat. I don't have anything against what anyone does for a living. I respect everyone that like makes an honest living, however you may make it. But Warner, there is a woman right now that, as we're talking, she is stocking the shelves at Walmart or Target, and she's going to be there until 7 in the morning, stocking the shelves. But Warner, if a guy at Walmart or Best Buy pushing cart somewhere, if he was to like try to approach her and like date her, bro, she's not gonna be interested in him. Even though they're like the same socioeconomic status, they don't really do too like they kind of do the same thing for a living. They kind of like really in the same position in life, but she's still gonna want a man that's like way up here, bro. And it's like it's more than okay for her to like want that, even though she's in the position that she's in. Like it's like they just got really unrealistic, just delusional standards. And the reality, Warner, is a lot of the men that a lot of these women want. These men are the one that pick the woman that they want to be with. You cannot choose to be with that man. If women could really choose to be with whatever man that they really want to be with, bro, a lot of these women would be, having these different bags and going on these different spontaneous trips and living a certain type of lifestyle. But the reality is that that's not how it goes. I'm sorry, ladies, you don't get to pick those type of men. They get to pick who they want to be with. It's a reason that it's a large percentage of y'all that want to be with a very small percentage of men. But there's not a large percentage of men that want to be with a very small percentage of women. And if there's Reese, if you disagree, mommy, if you disagree, y'all are free to tell me that what I'm saying is not facts and why it's not facts.
The only question I had really is, so I guess some people in here are getting triggered or
I knew it.
questioning
I
the
even called it
19-year-old
out. I
thing.
called it out.
Melanie.
This is the first time I have
called it
heard
out.
Warner. This is the first time I've seen him. So maybe like y'all have heard him before and I haven't. So I might be a little further back on this than everybody else. What do you mean? Like you're specifically looking for a 19-year-old?
So it's very funny that you laugh when a man
I didn't laugh.
wants a young, hot, fertile, fit young woman. Like when a woman is young, right? That means she's extremely fertile and she can have multiple pregnancies and healthy pregnancies, and she's gonna be able to snap back real quick.
My man, that's not really true. My first pregnancy was at 19.
Mommy, you good?
And I struggled with horrific infertility and had multiple surgeries and lost a fallopian tube and the whole nine to just get the two that I have. That's a little specific
sorry,
though that,
but like, I just want you to hear yourself from another person's voice. I want a young, fertile, like when men usually say young, it's usually synonymous with like impressionable or vulnerable. I'm pretty sure a woman in her mid-20s is just as fertile. Like you could wait a good 5 years for a woman to be in her mid-20s. 25 is when your brain is at its fullest, like, fully developed. That's why they tell you don't smoke weed until you're 25. Just 19 is a little. Like, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I'm 29.
We got, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm 25. Mommy, you just turned 22, right?
Yes.
We got 22. We got two other 29 year olds in here. But go
yeah,
ahead,
I'm
mommy.
29.
And like, I know girls that are 18 that have fertility issues. I know girls like you could have fertility. You could be sterile at 15.
Yeah.
Like age has nothing to do.
So when we're talking about this, you have to understand we're talking about out of 100 women, right? Most of them, like let's say out of 119-year-olds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are not going to have problems with, unless you live in the Western world. You have to understand the Western world, they feed us purposely, they feed us all this garbage, all this GMO food that purposely destroys our reproductive organs, right? And so we are not able to produce children. So in the Western world, this is typically what's going on. We don't have real food. We don't have real fruits. We have all this garbage food. We're drinking soda. We're drinking all these things that destroys our ability to produce and reproduce children, right? For me personally, I want to have an army of kids. I want to have at least 20 kids. And I believe I'm polygamous, right? I believe in having multiple women. This is just what I want for myself.
And like, while that's respectable, you also have to like, okay, I'm not gonna like do the whole like I know more, but like I'm in med school, as I think I've told Noble before, so like I know a little thing or two about like reproductive systems, and like you can have a horrible reproductive system at any age. Like we have.
Sure, no, I can understand that, but
So I think we have.
it's
There's something
about
we have.
probability. The probability of her
No,
being able to
like
give
you're
me
mentioning food.
multiple, yeah.
The one thing
You're
I gotta
mentioning food.
say is
Like you
like I
can.
don't.
And also, there's other reasons too. When she's 19, she hasn't she hasn't been traumatized. Like, let's say if I get her when she's 30, she's probably been ran through by a bunch of dudes. She's been traumatized by a bunch of dudes already, and now I get her when, I'm sorry to say it like that, but she's not fresh anymore. she's old and used up.
Neither
I don't
are
want that
you.
for myself. I want the best
my
for
dude,
myself.
if you're my dude, you're also used and abused. You're taking in like.
So it's actually very interesting that you say that, right? Men are judged completely different than women, and obviously, I know you're triggered right now. I can easily tell that you're triggered. I can feel your energy. You're
What?
extremely triggered.
Triggered about? No, I'm not triggered about anything. It's just like when you
You
say
are
you want
triggered.
a nine,
You are triggered.
when you say you want a 19-year-old, that's giving groomer vibes. I'm not triggered. Like you're saying some things that like are synonymous with someone that I would like stand on the other side of the street from.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand, but you have to understand this is the reality, right? They've done surveys, right, where they ask men between between 19 to 65, right? How old do they want their women to be, right? And it's typically between 18 to 25 is the perfect age that men want their women. This is just what men want. I don't expect you as a woman to understand. You're not a man. Usually, women want men that are older. Men want women that are younger. And they don't have as many bad habits. They haven't been programmed by society, the same way that younger women have been programmed by society. Also, a younger woman, she just left her parents' house and she hasn't had the ability to get traumatized by the entire world. So she's been sheltered by hopefully a masculine father that protected her from all the trauma. I don't want to deal with a traumatized, used up woman. I don't want to deal with that.
Okay,
Okay,
but
okay,
you're
okay.
saying,
Hold on,
you're
hold on,
saying you
hold on,
want a
hold
woman
on.
who isn't. You're saying you want a woman who isn't traumatized, but you're also taking in at 19. She's not even educated.
I don't care about that.
So you want a
Why do
woman
I care
with
about her education?
what? You like want a woman with no substance. Just she looks good. She's fertile. I can like fuck her and like, or sorry, have that's all you're looking for. Is it?
Intimacy, intimacy, intimacy.
So you're just looking for human pocket pussies with like no brains. Is what I'm hearing.
So actually, I personally believe the girls that go to school are the dumbest girls that they are. Because all it is you guys are
Wow.
extremely
Okay.
programmed, and you guys are programmed by the Rothschilds, right? Schooling system. So you guys are actually the dumbest ones. The reality is. So the girls that
Whoa.
go to school get the master's degrees, you guys are the most brainwashed and the dumbest women that there
So
is.
hold on. So you're telling me right now. So
Jesus.
no. So right now I'm in medical school, right? About to become a doctor. So you're telling me I'm the dumbest of the dumb because I want to like help kids with cancer. Like that makes
So
me like.
the reality is they're not going to cure cancer. They don't want to cure cancer. The medical field that you're involved in hurts more people than it helps people. You have to understand there's a reason why, if you look at the medical symbols, the symbols for the medical industry, it's surrounded by snakes, right? For a reason. Since the dawn of time, the snake is a symbol for demonic and the devil. So the medical industry that you're involved in
Mhm.
kills plenty of humans every single year. So you believe you may have good intentions, but the reality is the industry you're getting involved with is not really helping anybody. Uh, that's the reality.
Okay, so your beliefs
Well,
in the
one second,
industry,
Mommy.
your beliefs on the medical industry are not what I asked you about.
One second.
Your beliefs on the medical industry are not what I asked you about. I said, do you think I'm the dumbest of the dumb for wanting to help people and for being educated?
Well, I can tell you're very programmed. You're very.
Oh no, where he go?
Where
Okay, there he is.
That's
Okay.
like the devil
God,
coming
just
off himself.
hold on. Let me put the charger in. Hold on one second. Let me put the charger in. One second. I'll be
Ladies,
right back.
I have to speak.
quick,
I
brief
have to speak.
intermission.
I
Okay.
have to.
Brief, brief
Wait, guys,
brief,
where did Drake go?
ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I was gone for a month. I
She
told
said, "Where did
everyone,
Drake go?"
listen, I was gone
That's
for.
funny.
Told everyone when I was coming back. I'm back. We are about to be back to our regularly scheduled programming. For those of you that don't know, my name is Noble. This is the greatest show on earth. This is the greatest like platform on TikTok. Like this ain't one of the places where they men or bashing women. This is a place where we have respectful and constructive conversation. And 98% of the time is women here. I'm talking to women. I'm usually significantly older than me. I let everyone come up here and say how they feel about whatever topics that about. I just want to give you guys a disclaimer. Everything that Warner is saying, he is not saying it for entertainment. Everything he's saying is stuff that he believes. And everyone that comes on my platform, when they're speaking on the topics, they speak for themselves. They do not speak for the host. They do not speak for anyone else in the chat. They speak for themselves. All we ask is it's okay for everyone to agree. All we ask is that people be respectful to each other, and so we can have a discourse. I want you to touch on one more thing, and then I have to bring another woman in here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Because and then I gotta ask mommy the
Hey,
question.
I was having fun with her though, man. I was
No,
having fun with her right now.
She about to stay in here. She about to stay.
Yeah, she'll stay in here. I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna respond to you, and then I'll drop out to let another person in while you two stay up there.
Yeah.
But
before, go ahead. Okay. Before, just speak to this as well, Reese. But before I had like went on like my brief intermission to tell guys, and I am a judge now, as y'all can see. I went from a felon to a judge in 30 days. But anyways, um, before I had left, I had like a little brief conversation about grooming, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, ladies, I'm 25 years old, okay? Um, me personally, I'm not into like 19-year-olds. I'm not into 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds. Like, I'm out of college. I got 3 degrees, like very accomplished, successful. I got stuff going on for myself. I'm not really interested in younger women, if you will, like that. However, what I can say, and this is a fact, this is not my opinion. For those of you that don't know, when I say something is a fact, it's a fact because I know it's a fact. If I don't know if it's a fact, I say I feel or I think, my opinion. Um, a lot of younger women are attracted to more older men. That is a fact. And the reason younger women are attracted to older men is reality is because, um, money, resources, and or access to resources. That's just a fact. Now, whether you want to be in a serious long-term relationship with them is one thing or not, because there's a lot of older men that they use the fact that they're older and they have more money and resources than like a man that's between of 18 to 22, 23 years old. They use that, to woo younger women. And a lot of young women do get wooed by that. The fact that a man is going to give you money, or the fact that a man might take you out on a trip somewhere, the fact that a man you stuff just for you to do physical things with him. The reality, ladies and gentlemen, is that there's a lot of women that participate in that type of lifestyle, and they aren't against participating in that type of lifestyle. They're very much more. They're very welcoming to it. Matter of fact. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we see and get again, I'm just keeping it all the way. I keep it real here. I hold everyone accountable. We see a lot of when we see older men dating younger women, there's a lot of people that question like, damn, why is he dating her? Like is he quote unquote grooming her? Like, what do they got going on? But I just want to know, to all the women, why is it that when an older woman is dating a younger man, why is the reaction not the same? Like, why is the amount or the percentage of people that would question an older man dating a younger woman, why is it not the same? And you know what? Y'all like to pick and choose a lot. When especially when if it's like celebrities or people with notoriety, y'all don't ever question. Like, y'all not questioning Michael B. Jordan being 10 years older than Lori Harvey. Y'all not questioning Al Pacino being 81 years old and having a 28-year-old girlfriend. Y'all not questioning Jay-Z being significantly older than Beyonce. But if it's two average, common, every people, y'all have all the questions in the world about it. So I need you women to answer, why is it that you look so much into it when an older man is dating a younger woman, but when an older woman is dating a younger man, it's whatever. You're not questioning. So I want Reese to answer that. I want mommy to answer that, and then I'm gonna get Reese out of here, and we're gonna bring it. So Reese,
okay.
I want you to
Okay.
answer it, and then I want mommy to answer it.
Okay. But I
Let me
want to
give a
address
quick
what he
example
said,
too.
and then I'll
Don't
answer.
Go ahead.
forget Hugh
Hold on.
Hefner. Don't forget
Oh,
Hugh Hefner.
hold on. When
Don't
you
forget.
when you
Okay.
have
Okay. I hear you. I hear you.
when
I
you
get
have
it.
Playboy Mansion,
Yes.
it's
Yes. I get it. I
good.
get it.
It's all
I
good
get
for
it.
you to have all those younger women, but then
No
Okay.
women above 30 allowed in.
when
No
when y'all
women
have
above 30 allowed in.
when y'all have a 29-year-old man here to date younger women, it's a problem, and y'all are saying that he's giving groomer vibes. So
Okay, wait a minute. I get it. So I'm going to respond now. It's still grooming on both ends. I look at a woman who's, 37 and wants to be with an 18-year-old the same way I would look at it if the roles were reversed. And a lot of women don't really look at Hugh Hefner the way y'all men do. I mean, it's nasty. I'm sorry. That's the way I see it.
Reese, quick question. I'm sorry, Reese. Quick question, and then you can answer this and keep on going. So, mommy is 22. Warner is 29.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy's grown. If she wants, if Warner was to approach her and try to date her or try to have any sort of transactional relationship with her, and she was to oblige, she was to agree to that, you cannot call Warner. You cannot say that Warner is You cannot say that Warner is You cannot say that Warner is grooming her. I'm sorry. Especially if it's transactional, because most of the time these type of relationships are transactional. If you are a woman and you are accepting money from a man to do physical things,
Hold on.
That's prostitution. You're making that's prostitution. You're describing prostitution. You're accepting money from a man to do things. It's transactional. That's prostitution.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Great. Hold on. Wait. So then we can say, if that's what it is, if if women are out here being the P word, if that's called being a P word, and if that is basically another way of being the E word, the ESCORT word, then we can say that a lot of women are out here being the P word and the E word. Correct?
Yes, the
Oh,
roles
okay,
can go both ways.
cool.
There
So
are predators out there of all
I want everybody to know that there's a lot of younger women, mommies. I'm not talking about mommy. I'm cool with mommy. I'm just saying there's a lot of women mommy's age and even my age. And what is the E word? We died. The E word is ESCORT. There's a lot of women that are ESCORTING and PROST. I can't even spell it right now. Use it.
I said the word. You can say it.
So let's say that then. Let's not say that they're being groomed, because these are grown women and they know what they are getting into. They know it is transactional. We are not going to say that a 22-year-old, a 23, a 24, a 25-year-old is naive and being groomed by a man that is in his late 20s, early 30s.
Okay, but there's a difference between physical, like being physically like of age, and mental maturity. I know a lot of girls my age who are like still children, like mentally, like their mental, like they just the way that they act, the way that they conduct themselves, it was the same way that they acted like in grade 9. Versus there's other
Exactly.
girls my age who are like 6-figure making, have their own shit, like
Mommy and Reese.
Now, hold on. I need because I think that not everybody, especially men, don't realize that grooming can happen at any age. Okay, and we're talking about being 25 with a 19-year-old. Okay, so let's keep it all the way real.
That's weird to me.
That was my exact situation. Do we not remember having that conversation? I didn't even know the man was 31 years old until 2.5 years later. He behaved in that manner to match my level of maturity to groom me. That's what happens.
I do agree with her. Grooming can happen at any age, especially when it's someone like a man who has like a lot of freedom, like as in like not he's not from a strict household, and maybe a more sheltered girl. So like obviously me being in a church with a lot of girls, a lot of them are very very sheltered, meaning their parents don't let them out. That's
Exactly.
strict curfews, strict rules, strict. So if a
Yes.
man were to take her out of that, right? She doesn't have any experiences on the outside world. She doesn't have anything, and it's him showing her everything. He could take advantage. I'm not saying every man does, but I'm saying it can happen, and there's no age to where it can happen.
Exactly. That's exactly what
Grooming is
happened.
taking
Before she
advantage.
got on here, Warner and I discussed about the fact that, my problem wasn't the fact that I didn't have a strong male in my house growing up. I did. And the fact that he was so strong and so wanting me to have the same type of man that he was, and I thought he was, too old fashioned for me, I went out there and acted like a damn fool, ignored all the red flags, and was groomed.
Reese and mommy. Let's keep it all the way real, because we keep it all the way real on my
That
platform.
is all the way real.
Hold on. You said, Reese, you said out of your own mouth, if a woman is accepting money to do certain things with a man, that she is being the P word. And I say, yeah, she's being the P word and she's being the E word. And I asked you, Reese, I said, so can we acknowledge then that there is a lot of women out here, ages 19 to even my age 25, that are doing that? You said yes. So, Reese, we're gonna keep it all the way real. These men that y'all say that are quote unquote grooming these women, they are not making it seem as if they are in like committed relationships with these women. Both sides know what it is. Like, let's
No,
be all the way real. We not no no no. We're not about to make it seem like these men that are quote unquote that a lot of these men, because I'm not gonna say all, we're not gonna say that a lot of these men that you guys are saying are quote unquote grooming these women are making it seem as if they're actually in a relationship. No.
You do
You
understand it's
know,
not
you
yes.
always
Oh,
know,
are you
it's
talking
not
about?
always
No,
woman,
no, 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 no,
it's
no, no. Hold on, hold on,
okay,
hold on,
you
hold
use
on.
the cash
No,
example, but
that's
it's not
exactly
always
what
just
he
money.
wanted. That's what that type of man that groomed me wanted. He wanted to groom a young, impressionable woman who was fresh out of high school, out of that home with her parents, you know, rebellious, very moldable, and wanted to mold her and groom her into believing that being stuck in a house with no job, no contact to friends or family, and that was the way to live, and then the abuse then ensues after that, and that you're made to believe that that is now all of your fault because you chose to be here, when really you were groomed, you were molded, and then trapped.
Reese,
That's what happens. Okay, you don't go into a relationship where you're being groomed and molded knowing what the hell is going on, because if you did, it even exists. And
Reese,
predators out there who do groom and mold young, impressionable women, that is their goal. Nobody goes out there and says, I'm going to groom 20 women, all of 19 years old, so I can get my 20 kids and then move about my day. No, because those women talk, because you allow them to leave. You allow them to be sociable. You give them the access to speak on how they're living their life. No, they trap you.
Reese,
You don't know what you're getting into.
Reese. One, we're not talking about your specific situation. Like, we're not going to get too depth into
No,
yours.
but my
Yeah, because the
situation
thing is,
is
she's
way
taking
more
it back to
common
her
than you think.
trauma.
Yeah,
She's
It's
exactly.
taking it back to her
way
trauma.
more common than you think.
I know,
Oh,
but
but
she's taking it back to her
No,
trauma,
no,
and
no.
Reese,
she's being triggered by her
I
trauma.
understand where she's coming from. Reese has a really good point, but what I think is being missed here is it's not always an exchange of money. Like money
No, it's
would make
not.
it very clear that it's a serious relationship. But if it's someone like quote unquote young and impressionable, it could be housing. It could be like other things, like making that
Exactly.
person's life
my,
easier.
Companionship,
my,
anything
mommy,
that she was
Money makes
lacking
it clear
that
that
you
it's not
now
a
are
serious
providing.
relationship. Money makes it clear that it's not a serious relationship. The benefits attached with a transactional relationship that aren't strictly monetary can lead someone to believe that it could be a serious relationship. That's the gray area where it's not strictly, hey, here's some money for this. It could be like, hey, I'm giving you this, and then you start to think about the emotions that, like, oh, are they doing this because they like me, and like that's
mommy, mommy. You listen. You're 100% right. I agree, and I know that it is not always money is not always involved. And when money is not involved, then that's where there is kind of gray area. I do not
Mhm.
data or statistics to back up what I am about to say, but I do think, mommy and Reese, that most of the time it is monetary. These girls that are 19 to 23 years old that are do not live with these men like you were, that do not that they know for a fact they are not in any sort of committed relationship with these men. They link up with these men every now and then. These men may buy them materialistic things. These men may take them here, there, and yonder every now and then. It is very much transactional, and you know it is. These women go and tell their friends what is going on, and they are more than obliging to it because, like I said, they are being paid. They do have men that are buying materialistic things for them. They do have men that are taking them out on trips. I am not saying that it is 100% of the time always like that, but it is most of the time like that. And what I am saying is, if it is like that, let's call it what it is. She is being the E word. She is being the P word. She is not being groomed. If she's not being paid, if he's not buying her things and taking her out on trips, and he's trying to make it seem like they're in a relationship, she's being groomed. If it's the other way around, she is being the E word and she's being the P word. It's nothing.
Okay, okay, okay. I hear you. So in those last two sentences that you said, Did you or did you not just describe what Warner wants? So he's a
Hey,
groomer.
Warner, hold
Because
on.
it's not, he's not
Wait,
looking for
Reese.
So
transactional.
I speak
He's
for
looking
myself. I
for
speak for myself.
Reese,
I
Warner,
can
right.
explain
Reese, Warner never
everything as
said.
far
Reese,
as what.
Reese,
I'm ready. I got the notes. I'm ready, baby. I'm
okay,
ready.
hold on, Warner, 1 second. I want to respond because he asked me a question. Warner, for the ladies and gentlemen, because I listened very carefully to everything everyone says. Warner said he prefers a young woman. Warner said he was never looking for Warner never said he was looking for a 1099 girlfriend or he was looking for a transactional relationship with a young woman. He just said that he prefers younger women. Same
A
way that
19-year-old because of
women
her fertility
prefer-
ability.
Okay. No, but Noble, you have to take in. You're saying he doesn't want a transactional relationship, but I did also double check with him, and he wants a woman. He doesn't care what education level she has. So if she has
Right.
no
A
education,
19-year-old with
no, no.
fertile capabilities.
If she has no education, right? She has basically no money. If she's providing
She
him
has
children,
nothing.
he's going to have to. He's going to have to provide money because they're not in a relationship, right? If you have 20 kids with 20 women or 20 kids with one woman, whatever he's looking for, I don't know, like what's going on. It's gonna have to be a transactional relationship because you are looking for a woman and you don't care if she has an education, you don't care if she can provide for herself. I don't know if you can provide a salary for 20 women. I don't know. I like your robe, but I don't know, like.
This is an $80,000 watch, baby. I'm the top G for a
My
reason,
man got
baby.
the Versace robe on with
I got the Audemars Piguet on.
with
Come on, man.
Stop
my
My
it.
man.
lifestyle.
Okay, so basically what
This
I'm
is what
saying
I
is,
do, baby. This is what I do.
so you're saying that he said that he doesn't want a transactional relationship, but he does if he doesn't care about the woman's education. Because if she has no education, she's 19, for example, fresh out of high school, no money. He's gonna have to provide money for the child that he wants to have with her. So it is
Yeah, he just wants
transactional.
a 19-year-old with fertile capabilities. That's exactly what he described. So, what's your take on it, Noble? Is that not grooming?
Listen. This is what I'm about to say because I cannot speak. Listen,
I
listen.
want to respond.
Let me
I'm
get.
ready.
I'm about
I'm
to let
ready.
you speak. I'm about to let you speak yourself.
I'm
Reese,
about to torch them. I'm about to torch them right
hold
now.
on.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
Reese, you know it's all love. I always appreciate you coming on here. I'm about to bring another woman on here, okay?
Yeah, bring Widad in.
All right. Hey, Warner, I want you, brother, to respond to what they are saying. I'm about to bring another woman in here, ladies and
Ooh,
gentlemen.
I'm ready for this.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.